Hey, what's up, good people? Today we're going to talk about time management. Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy James Harris, founder of a movement called Mental Heal, which focuses on men's overall wellness, their mental health, emotional health, and of course their physical health. Everything in between. And I'm also the author of a book called Man Just Express Yourself, which is an interactive planner guide for boys and men to better express themselves. I definitely appreciate all my parents who got this book for their young sons. I definitely appreciate all the spouses who got this book for their partner. I like the feedback that you guys are using this on a date night. To enhance the relationship or to get that communication from the male in your life. I appreciate that. Salute to all my fellow clinicians who got this book and using this as a tool, interventions, or just got it as a conversation starter in our lobbies. I definitely appreciate it. And if you want a copy of the book, feel free to hit me up directly or go to Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Target, Walmart, pretty much anywhere books are sold. I definitely appreciate you. And if you're here to the channel for the first time, be sure to like, share, subscribe. And submit me your questions. Drop a question below or email me your question or inbox me your question on social media. If it's something that you don't understand or something you want me to cover or you just want to support, I definitely appreciate it. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. So moving forward, being that we're talking about time management, I know a lot of people have difficulty setting schedules, sticking to their schedules, in addition to setting firm boundaries and enforcing those boundaries when people want to take that time. So time management is a state of being, it's a state of mindset. It's the way that you look about how you deliver and live your life with intentions. You may have to support a lifelong being personal within your space in every moment or every aspect of your life. It's a decision to whether you want to dedicate time to something or you don't want to give something your time. Only you can define how you help that unfold. But take advantage of the different techniques and the systems of mindset that you can live and notice whether you're giving up too much time or too little time to certain tasks. So if you want to have better time management skills, definitely set yourself up for the easy wins, throughout the day. Easy wins day to day. That's definitely something beneficial, and the easiest way to do that is definitely set up a to-do list, prioritize that list. Choose some things that are probably most urgent to you or some things that need to take priority over certain things. That way you can get through the list a little bit faster or a little bit, at least consistently, depending on what you want to do. You can schedule your emails as priority, your phone calls, meetings with different clients or meeting with your family and friends, those things. Definitely want to do that. You also can take control over your schedule and your calendar. So me personally, what I would recommend you to do is organize your activities within one system. So for me, of course, probably for you as well, everybody has access to their phone. More than likely, they're glued to their phone. So use the calendar in your phone. I know a couple of different people still carry books around, like calendars. That's beneficial too. So do what's best for you. Take control of your schedule however you need to. Put all your tasks and activities in your calendar, whether that's a professional link or a personal link. For me, I think mine is run all together. Only time I really adjust my schedule is if it's like family activities. Outside of that, I'm pretty solid on maintaining what's on my calendar. But of course, if my daughter say, "Hey, Dad, this happened, let's do X, Y, Z," then I make an adjustment. Or if an emergency happened, I adjust accordingly. But outside of that, I'm pretty organized and structured to my calendar that's already set. And also, when you take control of your calendar, it assists you in preventing being double booked or let your calendar run on for days instead of, clearing out your calendar, making changes. It all depends. Like I look at my calendar the night before to make sure that my alarms are set, to make sure that I know what task I'm doing. I can prepare a little bit better. Like if I know I got a presentation coming up, I can gather my notes. Or if I know I got a session coming up with my clients, I can review the previous session just to make sure I'm going in with the proper amount of information. It makes, when you also take control of your schedule, make sure you choose your priorities to help you see the most important things to you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to spend time wisely on what really matters. So it's up to you to determine what really matters and what you're giving your time to. Pick a clear and reasonable goal that you want to accomplish to create a high action plan around that. So those things are definitely beneficial. When you prioritize that goal, you're gonna be setting clear intentions to accomplish those things within a couple of different steps. And I would suggest time management being effective is break your goal down into manageable size activities that you can accomplish to where you wouldn't feel overwhelmed. You put these in your calendar, of course. It's up to you to work it every day or at least set reminders. It's up to you. Break down your goal into manageable size activities can be a definitely benefit. That's something that you can do like right now while you're watching this video or listening to this video. If you're driving, pull over, or once you get to your destination, or if you're sitting around doing, something that's not as prioritized, you can start setting these alarms in your phone or start scheduling events in your calendar. That way you can be a little bit more punctual. You can use your time management effectively. And also what you can do too is select one single task and start on it immediately. Like, be intentional about what you're doing. A lot of people who procrastinate don't know where to start in most cases. Just pick something. The hardest thing or the easiest thing. The purpose is to get started. And that will help you then decide on how much time you need to dedicate, or if you need to adjust your schedule and give something else your time or take your time away from something. So those things are definitely beneficial. You also can number the number of tasks on your to-do list, whether that's add something to it or whether that's reducing. So again, that's another benefit of having a calendar and a schedule that you can look at, because you can say, oh man, if I keep my schedule the way it is, I only have 15 minutes before my next session, or let me switch this and change that so I can have 30 minutes before my next session. Me personally, I like to have, depending on the day, I like to have an hour in between sessions so I can do my note for the session that just let out. But some people do that notes at the end of the week or whatever, but to each his own. So the purpose is, like, I'm in charge of my time management, and I know what works best for me. Have an intention every day to accomplish some type of goal that you set, no matter how minor, no matter how major, but you have to set that time that you want to accomplish that goal. Another benefit of having effective time management is create a deadline for your overall project and then work backwards to set that deadline into smaller parts. So if like you are not strong with time management, you want to ensure that you're setting deadlines and giving yourself a little bit wiggle room. So if your project is due on the 17th and the day is the 13th, you want to set that deadline for like the 15th or the 16th, not on the actual 17th, because you want to set it on the 15th so you can clean up everything you need to do, review it, check it again, everything you need to do on the 16th. So on the 17th, check it one more time before you turn it in, so it's up to you, but these things are just little different strategies that one can use for time management purpose. Notice your success and reward after you complete a job. A lot of people don't do that, and a lot of people also battle with imposter syndrome. So if you're not familiar with what imposter syndrome is, it's a video on my YouTube if you're new here. So scroll back, check out the video on imposter syndrome. And what I mean by this is a lot of people take that success for granted and don't notice that they've done a heck of a job. They don't compliment their results, they don't see it, and they seem to minimize their accomplishments. That is a factor of imposter syndrome. So if you want to know what imposter syndrome is, go back, check out the previous couple videos, wealth of information. Either way, but the fact is that they haven't noticed their success. I want you to notice your success, and having effective time management will assist you in noticing that success. Because after it's all said and done, you can sit back and like, oh man, that was a heck of a project, but I got it done. Or now I got time to go to my son's game or hang out with my partner or whatever the case is. Ultimately, you have the choice to spend your time however much you need to. It's not much time that matters. It's what matters the most is how you choose to spend your time, especially in relationships. You hear that a lot. Like, it don't matter what we do, as long as we spend the time together. Time being the optimal word. So again, time management tips. Drop your time management tips. Let me know what's an effective tip that you do for time management. I definitely appreciate you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, drop a comment. I definitely appreciate you for hanging in there. Time management.